Chapter 1. Who was Harold Shipman? In 1998, the people of Hyde, Greater Manchester, considered themselves lucky to be on Harold Shipman's patient list. There was a year-long waiting list to see him. Patients described him as the best doctor they had ever had. Attentive, thorough, always had time to talk. One patient described getting onto his list as like winning the lottery. Harold Frederick Shipman was born in Nottingham in 1946. A working-class background, a bright child. His mother died of lung cancer when he was 17. In her final months, she received regular morphine injections to manage the pain. Shipman watched. He went on to study medicine at Leeds University, qualified as a GP in 1970, married, 4 children. Respected member of the community. He appeared to be everything a doctor should be. He was not. Chapter 2. How he killed. Shipman's method was straightforward and almost impossible to detect. He would visit patients at home, mostly elderly women, mostly living alone. He would administer a lethal injection of diamorphine, a medical-grade form of heroin. The patient would die within minutes. Then Shipman would sign the death certificate himself. Cause of death, natural causes, old age, heart failure. He sometimes altered medical records afterwards to suggest the patient had been unwell for weeks, building a paper trail that didn't exist. He encouraged families to cremate their relatives quickly. Cremation destroys evidence. He knew that. His victims were almost always found sitting in a chair, fully dressed, calm, as if they had simply fallen asleep. Neighbors and family members thought nothing of it. Their trusted doctor had been there. He had signed the certificate. As far as anyone was concerned, it was natural. For nearly 30 years, nobody questioned it. Chapter 3. How many victims? The official figure is 215 confirmed victims. The true number is believed to be closer to 250. Some investigators believe it could be higher. His first suspected victim was Margaret Thompson, 67 years old. She died in March 1971. Shipman had qualified as a doctor just months earlier. His last confirmed victim was Kathleen Grundy, 81 years old, June 1998. Between those two dates, nearly 30 years, an estimated 250 people, almost all elderly, almost all women, almost all killed during routine home visits by a doctor they trusted completely. To put that number in context, Harold Shipman killed more people than any other convicted serial killer in British history. More than Fred West, more than Peter Sutcliffe, more than anyone. And he did it wearing a white coat, with a medical bag, in broad daylight. Welcomed into people's homes as a trusted professional for nearly 3 decades. Chapter 4. How he was caught. In March 1998, a local GP named Dr. Linda Reynolds noticed something. The death rate among Shipman's patients was unusually high. She raised her concerns with the local coroner. A brief police investigation found nothing suspicious. Shipman continued. 3 months later, Kathleen Grundy died. She was 81 but active and healthy, a prominent local volunteer. When her will was read, her daughter Angela Woodruff was shocked. The entire estate had been left to Harold Shipman. Angela was a solicitor. She immediately suspected forgery. She went to the police. Detective Superintendent Bernard Postles took the case seriously. Kathleen Grundy's body was exhumed. The post-mortem found a lethal dose of morphine in her tissue. Administered within 3 hours of her death, Shipman's home was raided. Police found medical records, a collection of jewelry taken from victims, and an old typewriter. The typewriter matched the font used in Kathleen Grundy's forged will. Shipman was arrested on 7th September 1998. As investigators dug deeper, the scale of what he had done began to emerge. Death after death after death, all certified by the same doctor. All following home visits, all cremated at his suggestion. On 31st January 2000, Harold Shipman was convicted of 15 murders. He was sentenced to life imprisonment. He never confessed. He never explained. He gave investigators nothing. On 13th January 2004, one day before his 58th birthday, Harold Shipman hanged himself in his cell at HM Prison Wakefield. He took his full list of victims to his grave. Chapter 5. The Inquiry and Legacy. After Shipman's conviction, the British government launched a full public inquiry. Chaired by High Court Judge Dame Janet Smith, it examined 888 deaths. The final report confirmed at least 215 murders, with strong suspicion around a further 45. The inquiry was damning. It found that Shipman could have been caught significantly earlier. Warning signs had been ignored. Concerns raised by colleagues had not been properly investigated. The system had failed completely. As a direct result of the Shipman case, British law changed permanently. Death certification procedures were overhauled. Medical oversight was strengthened. Controls on prescription opiates were tightened. The entire way Britain handles the death of a patient under medical care was reformed because of one man, one trusted GP in a small town in Greater Manchester, who moved, as a barrister at his trial described it, unchecked through families and streets, bit by bit, murdering the heart of a community. For nearly 30 years, Harold Shipman, Britain's most prolific serial killer, and the most trusted man in Hyde,